was gonna work. I was really hoping it was gonna work. Hi. Do you guys like my bear head? This is one of my favorite thrift store finds that I got when I played that festival in Ohio. But unfortunately, I just don't think I can wear the headphones with it. Maybe. It kind of works. But should I do it? I look kind of stupid, but I also really like it, and it makes me feel very nice. I'll do a couple songs with it. Hi, how's everybody doing? Happy Tuesday. Welcome in for Janny, Pencils, it's your boy. Alexis, good to see you. Hime, thank you very much. Banjo, Philip, Cathedora, Tripwire. It's your boy. Thank you for a resub for 8 months now. Thank you so much. Please let me know if I can play something for you. Need to hear the cover on stream. I haven't learned the music yet. What? A brand new sub? For me? I haven't even played a single note yet. I'm guessing that's Snow. Thank you so much. Thanks, Snow. I promise I'll play violin in just a second. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. As you can see in the title, I am in fact showing you the blooper reel today, which I'm very nervous about. I think that's why I needed the comfort hat. I was like, I need this hat to make me feel safer. Hello, my darling Butley Poopington. How are you? And Blocka, thank you. We'll see how long it lasts. It is squeezing a little bit with the headphones under. I can't decide if it's comfortable or not yet, but we're gonna run with it for a bit. Yep, blooper reel, we're still gonna do at 1 p.m. Jove, thank you, my lady. I know I'm too late for that. Double hat action. But yeah. Thank you for everyone that was in the stream yesterday. I was having a tough stream yesterday. I brought up the electric guitar for the first time ever and tried my first time playing it, and it was really nerve-wracking. But I know no matter what, I think I would have had a hard stream because it's just hard doing something new. But I am really proud of myself for going for it and really trying to put forth my best effort, and I'm excited to see where it goes. So, yeah. Thank you, Sakyon. I was feeling cozy today. We got the socks. And after stream, when I was feeling bummed out, I took the bear hat out and just sat on my couch a little bit sad wearing this. And you know what? It did help. It definitely helped. But yeah, how's everybody else doing? Thank you for the follow for Jacko DJ. Thank you. This is the best part. And you have to look in different directions for each one. Changing my mask thing way too much for my last day of crafting. Yeah, you gotta let it dry, right? I want to ask questions, but I feel like I should just be surprised, right? Alrighty. Let's just play some notes. I'm ready to play. I'm excited. I want to play violin. Let's start with some improv. For It's Your Boy and Snow, you guys both get priority requests if that's something you want. No pressure if that's not what you're feeling, but I will put the song list in chat if you're curious. Welcome in, Ladros. How are you? So I think it might be time. I feel like if I did it too much longer, it would have given me a headache. Maybe after a little head break, I can bring it back. Hey, Battle Knight, how are you? Doing great. Glad to hear. Always a nice thing to hear. Made me really happy seeing all the little cozy emotes in chat. It was so cute. Let's see. For 8-Bit Mimic, welcome in. How are you doing today? And Loopty Dude, how are you? So yeah, otherwise for today, I'm gonna keep trying to incorporate the electric wherever I can, and I'm gonna show the blooper reel at 1 p.m., which it's happening. I think that's all I'll say about it. It's happening, and I think you'll enjoy it. And that's what matters the most to me. I just want you to enjoy it. Will I enjoy it? I don't know about that, but it's what you wanted. So that will be at 1 p.m. I did give a sneak preview of it on my game stream this past Saturday, mostly to see how people would respond. I don't think I'm gonna put this on YouTube yet. I'm going to start making like a big one with the bloopers from all the videos I do from this point forward. I do have a couple from my Bo Burnham video. For Snow, that will be in about an hour and 15 minutes. But maybe, we'll see. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna start saving clips from a bunch of them and then just make just a giant compilation of horror. 8 p.m.-ish. So you must be European? Would I be guessing correctly with that? Or maybe even farther out east? Yeah, so I'm nervous. But again, it's what you wanted, and I honor what my chat wants, because I freaking love you guys. And you helped me reach my September goal. England. Well, I mean, for a Tennessee girl here in America, I think that's pretty exotic. Maybe not exotic. It's cool, though. I like it. Good day. That was more Australian. I'm very sorry about that. I'm not going to try and do accents. Something special for sure. Oh, yes, it is. I got a regular coffee today. I woke up and I saw I ran out of beans, which was heartbreaking. But it did get me going faster. Luckily, I live really close to a coffee shop. It's within walking distance. So I just managed to walk over there like a zombie, get some beans. But while I was there, of course, I had to get their nice stuff. But I'll be prepared for tomorrow. So I think I'd like to start super chill today. I would like to do a couple calm Zelda songs, maybe like Zelda's Lullaby, Lon Lon Ranch, and Kakariko Village. I think that sounds nice. Thank you for Vulcan the Beast for the follow, by the way. I hope you're having a nice day so far. Today's gonna be a little bit busy, but it's stuff that I'm looking forward to. Obviously streaming, and I have my last rehearsal with Fable Cry before our big show this weekend, which is exciting. We're feeling good, we're feeling ready. We got some new surprises for the show, some things that no one's heard yet before, which would be fun. And we're feeling like we're in good shape. Finished painting all the sets yesterday, sorry, that was on Sunday. So yeah, really good stuff. So this is a Night in the Woods, the soundtrack we're listening to right now, at least that song, which I've just been crushing lately. It just feels like the right fall vibes for me. Like, I feel like Animal Crossing makes me think more of like springtime for the soundtrack. This one's definitely like a cool fall vibe. this particular arrangement is done by one of my favorite arrangers. You guys hear me talk about them a lot because I have written out violin parts for a lot of their remixes because they're great. So check out Juke Remix, an amazing YouTube channel jam-packed with really great remixes, and I think you'll enjoy if you go over and give them a chance. I felt confident with my high notes today. I do realize that my fingernails might be a little long, which still looks like nothing. For violinists, you can't have like any fingernail. I feel like I can probably wait till my first break. I kind of want to run down and just do it right now real quick, but we just started. That feels so rude to do. Battle Knight, thank you for 100 bits. I'm happy that you enjoyed my Zelda first choice for the day. Thank you as well for Raven and for the follow. I appreciate you. Just do it. Yeah. Okay. I apologize, everybody. This is just going to take me 1 second. I just need to run downstairs to just get my fingernails just a little tiny bit shorter to play more comfortably. Here, I'll just put on the chill soundtrack and do that real quick. Some little Animal Crossing on hold music. Thank you, Jacobius, for the follow. That was very satisfying to say. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Thank you. All right. Oh, I left the sound on. I don't know if you heard me. I hit my arm on the wall down, like when as I was running, and I was like, ow. But My fingernails are violin ready now, so that's great. I also found myself running in such a stupid way. I'm wearing socks and I have wood floors, which are slippery. So my solution to not run and slip was to do smaller and higher steps. So I was like unnecessarily bouncing the whole way there. I was like acknowledging in my head I didn't need to do that. But I guess once I got in that rhythm, I just didn't want to leave it. All right, let's do Lon Lon Ranch. Or Epona song. I don't really know what we're labeling this as. I guess it's more Lon Lon Ranch, right? But this is from the version from Twilight Princess, which is so pretty. Alda, how are you? Welcome in. Okay, cool. Thank you, Animal Crossing. Here we go. Oh, that like made me want to cry today. That was so just peaceful and happy. That was so nice. I love that. Thank you, Naughty Dog, for the follow. I can never say the words, not like this comes up very often, Naughty Dog, without thinking of, that's the company that does like Crash Bandicoot, right? Like right when you start the game. I feel like that intro is forever embedded in my mind because I played so much Crash Bandicoot. Not only as a child, but again recently, when they did the kind of polished off new releases a couple years ago now, I ended up 100%ing everyone, baby. Some say that's pretty difficult. So, just putting that out there. Last of Us. I've only done the beginning of it because I was borrowing my friend's PS3 at the time. He went on tour for like 3 months and he let me watch his PS3. I was like, you're just being nice and letting me play your PlayStation. You don't need this to be babysat, but thank you. Andrew, what's up? How are you doing? When did you get back from your travels? These you were gone this past weekend, right? And I will see you at rehearsal today, 5 p.m., right? Kakariko Village next. I'm just doing like my favorite cozy songs right now. Kakariko Village. Just popped in to see what kind of music do you play? Hi for Savage. I play video game music and I also make loops of covers ranging from a lot of artists. Like I'll do, Ella Fitzgerald to Radiohead to Paul McCartney to Loggins and Messina. I try to have a pretty wide list to appeal to people. I don't do mashups. Well, I have one mashup that I did, which is like Koss's theme and Song of Storms. I'll definitely look into that for the future, but for the covers, I make loops. So I use these tools to loop and I sing on top of it. So I'm starting out with video game music, just get started. But if you like it, I hope you make yourself comfortable and hang out. I already talked about the wonderful remixer, Juke Remix. This is another one of his arrangements that I love and I play along to. Hope you like it. Hey Elle, how are you today? I'm feeling much better today. Also Lef, what's up? Naughty Dog, thank you. I'm glad that you liked it. I'm starting things off with really chill, relaxing songs, but I promise I'll up the energy too, if that's what you want to hear. Let's see. I kind of want to keep this nice acoustic vibe going for a bit. So I'm gonna do... Are you pre-recording the other instruments? Not for these ones. For the video game tracks, usually I play over the original track of from the game, or if I find like a remix version. I do some where I almost said milk them from scratch. Oh my god, I hate that. I'm so sorry. Or I make them from scratch. Like I do some Final Fantasy ones. I know, I'm sorry. I don't know why it happened. It just happened. I don't know. But this is all a long way to say, no, I didn't make that track. Cool. But I will do tracks that I've made as well. Final Fantasy VII Remake? Yeah, do you mean like the remade soundtrack? I can do that, if you'd like. I can never take back what I said. That's just out there now. Oh wow, Urker, thank you so much. No, I haven't played Tifa's theme today. I was actually just about to do Final Fantasy, so that's perfect. I will do Tifa's theme, and then let's do Head on Our Way. I used to play this one a lot, but I gave it a little space because I try not to do the same songs that you guys too many times. I have at this point over 9 hours of material, so I do my best with making sure I space everything out so that, you know, if you come in more than once in a week, you can still get a different experience each time. Andrew, you're I almost said a milk connoisseur. What's wrong with me? Why am I thinking about milk so much? Coffee connoisseur. Oh God. Yesterday, I tried to get this coffee and they were like, oh, we suggest one of our popular syrups is a honey lavender syrup. And I was like, yeah, let's try it. Do you think that that would be good? A lavender syrup coffee. I will wait for your response. I don't even like milk. Like, I've kind of officially made the transition, I think, to oat milk. Because it tastes like the same for me. And I only really have it in coffee. It was a cold brew. My goodness. Yeah. Thank you so much to two new people that came in today. Naughty Dog for the sub and gifting 5 subs. Thank you. And Snow for gifting a sub as well as your brand new sub. Thank you guys so much. Oh, hey, cutie to you too, Miss Dayton girl. What's up? How are you? And Spoopy, thank you for 17 months. I feel like I haven't seen you around as much lately. I hope everything's been going well. Are you making anything currently? I know that you're usually making something happen. Yeah, if we reach level 5 on the hype train, I'll play the blooper reel now. Even though I never want to see it with you. It's very embarrassing. Otherwise, the blooper reel will play in like just under an hour now, 50 minutes about. Once again, though, for Snow and Naughty Dog, no pressure, but if there's something you would like to hear from my song list so I can say thank you for the gifted subs, I would love to. No pressure, though. Let's see. You were actually in Nashville a couple weeks ago to see family. Awesome! Did you do any Nashville-type activities? Did you, ride a mechanical bull or sing some karaoke? Did you line dance? Next up, I'm going to do a Head on Our Way from Final Fantasy VII. Hey, Daniel! I know where hell is. Hell is in hello. Heaven is in goodbye forever. It's time for me to go. I was born under a wandering star. A wandering star. That was a lot for me to soak in. Thank you for the resub. Thank you. Oh, Ryukit, that's awesome! You know, I don't have anything from Elden Ring yet, but I'll make a priority of going through that song list. I write out all my music myself, so I listen to it and then I write what I'm hearing. So I can make it happen. I can write out the music usually really fast. Thank you so much for the hype train, everybody. I really appreciate it. I don't want to do too many tracks in a row because I know some of you guys prefer the looping. But I'm having a really nice time playing the tracks right now. So I think I'm going to do like 2 more. That sounds okay? Oh, Snow, you actually found one. Let me do that for you first then. First loop of the day, baby. We're going to do Dancing in the Dark by The Boss. I learned this song specifically for my dad, because my dad is a big Bruce fan. Oh, don't worry, Chris. Or maybe worry, because it's awful. And I'm scared that literally everyone's going to unfollow once they see this blooper reel, because I made a bold choice. But something in my gut told me that I needed to include a particular clip, because it's very funny. But it's a lot. Hello. Was that a purposeful typing for Ume? How are you, by the way? It's good to see you. You're... I don't know, Cathedora. It's, again, I made a bold move here. It's a pretty bold video that I've pieced together for you. I don't know why that's the only word I can think of to describe my decision. Oh, Lord. Okay. So we are doing a loop from scratch. Oh, I still have the loop I made yesterday. I kind of want to hear this real quick because I was being real hard on myself. I kind of got in a bad headspace when I was trying this. I got really hard on myself. I got an electric guitar and tried to play it for the first time yesterday. Let's see what I made. Oh, Raisin. I couldn't play that blooper reel without you. So I'm relieved you're here. Thank you, Naughty Dog. Our big show's this weekend. Then I added bass. It's honestly got some cool vibe. I guess I'll save it. I'll save this as Bad Headspace. What a beautiful title. Okay. Yeah, like I do see some potential in it. I like the beat with it. I also recently got these drum pads. High-key wish I lived near y'all so I could go to that show. We do it every year. For my band Fable Cry. The drummer is actually in chat. And he also has a Twitch channel that you should follow. He's the drummer of the band and he's awesome and one of my best friends. So shout out Andrew Core. Anyway, I got to do this priority requests here. So when I do a loop from scratch, I use this vibrating metronome to make sure everything's synced up. So really quick, we just need to open the app. Dan, thank you so much. I've had 2 Dan resubs in a row. Thank you for 10 months. Always a pleasure to be here. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Making me blush. Please let me know if I could play you something as a priority request. I would love to. Just let me know. Or a mod. So most metronomes do that tick-tock. This one obviously does, but I use it for the vibration so that people don't have to hear it when I loop. With my setup, there isn't a way for me to, what's the word I'm looking for? Make it so that only I hear the metronome. I have two computers, so you can't kind of wire that out. So this was a great solution for me because I can hook it up with Bluetooth to Ableton. And then everything is perfectly in time and no one needs that pesky TikTok. I am partnered with the company and I have a code for 20% off if you're interested in checking out not only this, but any one of their products. They have like earplugs and lots of stuff. So yeah, that's in chat if you're interested, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have. So let's see. Yes, I'm very small. I'm 5'1". Get up in the evening and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. Cool. So I do this as a kind of like more chill vibe. You're kind of asking what style for snow. I do a bunch of different styles. As is, thank you. Let's see. Oh, Sean, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Chris, have you been liking your metronome? Hello for Dad Who Rams. Hello. I'm about to make a loop if any of the new folks are interested. I appreciate you checking out my channel, and I hope you consider following and hanging out. Okay. So we got 1, 2. Oh, I didn't sync it up to Ableton. There we go. Let's try this. Little kick for support. Oh, come on, metronome. I hesitated there. Damn it. Keep bumping that top string. My bad, y'all. I'll get it, I promise. Let's see if that one works. Oh my god, I didn't put it on the right channel. Ah! Okay, first loop of the day. Making some silly mistakes. I apologize, y'all. I'll try and get this better for you. Okay. Yeah, and then I just clip that. Cool. Now the chorus is a D. Funny little upstroke there. Let's do that a bit more confident. 3 and I think that should work. Let's check that chorus though. try and add piano next. Nothing too fancy, but a little more support for it. and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I'm nothing but tired, man, I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. Can't start a fire, can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Message keeps getting clearer, radio's on, and I'm moving around the place. I check my look in the mirror, I wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. I ain't going nowhere, man, I'm just sitting in a dump like this. There's something happening somewhere. Come on, baby, I'm just sure there is. You can't start a fire, can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Snow, thank you so much. Stay on the streets of this town, and they'll be carving you up alright. They say you gotta stay hungry. Hey baby, I'm just about starving tonight. I'm dying for action, I'm sick of sitting down here trying to write this book. I need a love reaction. Come on baby, give me just one look. You can't start a fire sitting around just crying over a broken heart. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. You can't start a fire sitting around just watching your world fall apart. This gun's for hire, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Yay! I got there. I got a little nervous when it took me a couple times to get the guitar track going. It's one where the finger picking, finger picking in general, you need to be like really careful with keeping the eighth notes consistent and making sure that when you get the loop starting over, that it matches up exactly. Because if it's off by even a little, it's so noticeable and distracting. But I've definitely been practicing a whole lot with metronome work over the past, however many years. Vasu, thank you again for the follow. Well, not again, because I didn't say it before. This is the first time I'm saying it. Thank you. Sorry, I'm very awkward. Snow, I'm so happy you liked it. I got a little nervous because one time I had a new person come into chat and they seemed to really enjoy the music I was making, and they asked for that song, and then they said, This sounds good, but it's not the song I asked for. And they left and they never came back. And I was like, oh no, it was my own interpretation. Because that song's usually, you know, has a bit of a kick to it. Dr. Han, thank you so much for a resub for 14 months. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm starting to see more and more months tag on to some of these resubs, and sincerely, it means so much to me that you've been around for as long as you have. Most of you know my story, but when I first started streaming, I only played violin. I never looped before. I didn't play a lot of the instruments that I do now, and with your support and with your encouragement, I've slowly but surely just began to expand, and I kept pushing myself and trying new things. So thank you so much for giving me a place and the opportunity to do that. I try with my loops to make sure that almost all of them are fairly different than the original, because otherwise I guess I don't feel as inspired to make something, because it's already been done that way. You know what I mean? For Ume, I had no idea that you had followed that long. Thank you. That's really nice. I got to meet and hang out with Ume for TwitchCon, which was super fun. You were great company. And you helped save me at the piano bar from that one very strange person. So thank you. Snow, you want to see? This is the new baby. Oh, it's such a classic. I've been very nervous learning how to play, which means I should do it. So why don't I try and do like a little solo? No, for Dr. Olufsen. It was just, I feel like no one wants to hear me complain about that. There was just one very presumptuous gentleman who really wanted to talk to me, and they were wildly inappropriate. But I own them pretty hard, so it's fine. Let's do... I didn't want to kind of do what I did there, but I had to. They were just being so out of line. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say what I'm actually thinking. Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. I'm trying to get a track that would be fun for the electric to go over. And my computer's a little slow. I probably should have restarted it today. There's one particular one I have in mind that I wanted to do. It's on a different playlist, though. I think it's over here in this one. I have 3 separate video game playlists that I play through. One is for background music, 2 is for improv. Ooh, this one would be fun. This is from a game called Sword and Sorcery that I played. It's an app game. But it has a great soundtrack and it's so chill, so I highly, highly recommend you check it out. Where is it? Oh, I see. I see what the problem is. The piano is plugged in. My bad. Oh, Beans, you know the soundtrack? It's so good. I like this one in particular. I have 2 of the tracks on my playlist. Okay. Why am I still not hearing it? Volume, important. I'm still learning. Okay, let's try this again. First, I gotta find the key. Miles, a full year! Thank you! I plug it into my universal audio interface, which has plugins there. Just a little shy intro. I might as well try and finish the song, right? I've made a goal for myself to make sure I pick up that electric guitar every stream. But that's only my second day playing it, so I'm very nervous. I'm like terrified of it. I love it, but I'm terrified of it. It's the first instrument I've played that's so like, what's what I'm looking for? Like, I think loud. I'm used to playing acoustic instruments where you can kind of like swell into things. But once you pluck that string, it's just immediately like, I'm here. Like, I know I could get a volume pedal, but one thing at a time. Thank you guys for making me feel safe to just go for it. Oh God, the blooper reel's in 15 minutes. I'm dreading this, y'all. I'm so nervous. It's so cringy. I can't even take it. Oh no. Oh no. So I'm gonna do... Well, I have a volume knob, but I can't swell... Well, I guess I could use my pinky. Both hands are kind of preoccupied. I was streaming a Duran Duran last night. Oh, very cool. They've been doing like a big tour, I know. Believe it or not, for Naughty Dog, I actually, a couple months ago, one of the bands I play with here in Nashville played a festival where we were the opening band for Duran Duran. And I didn't get to see them backstage. They were on their bus most of the time, but that was with a band I play with called Tails. My main band is Fable Cry, the one that's doing Festival of Ghouls. But that was probably one of the bigger shows that I got to do. Miles and Miles, thank you again for a full year of subs. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Let's see. What do I want to do? I kind of want to do a nice home Arnie village from Chrono Cross. You guys know that this is one of my favorite cozy pieces. I'm sad my coffee's almost gone. I should have made a pot downstairs. You know, I don't have Secret of Mana, but that has been one that has been very heavily requested. So I should look into that. Uriel, thank you for the bit. Your very last bit. I'm honored. Let's see. So this one is from a game called Catherine, if anyone's curious. I haven't played this one, but I watched a playthrough of it. It's interesting. It's a very like story-based game. Definitely not PG, but there's a great soundtrack. This is the anticipation music for my blooper reel, which I am still So nervous about it. Oh, I hope I don't regret this. I feel like the decision was made for me. I had no other opportunity. Oh god. Less than 10 minutes. I know, I was playing through that like beautiful song, and in the back of my head, I was playing the video in my head and was like, oh god. No, I think you just need to see it. Okay. Okay, I gotta play through a song and not think about what's coming. Vidar, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Let's do some more happy music. I'm gonna do Naro, Embracing the Light from Ori. My heart's going so fast. Ah! Oh my goodness! What? Thank you so much, Anon Emu, for a $50 donation. Thank you so much. I know it's kind of jumbled up here, but I asked for the donation fund to just help me pay off the new guitar. And that helps a lot. So thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it. He said, new guitar sounds excellent. Cathedora, please pick a song. Well, you heard the command, Cathedora. The blooper reel's in 4 minutes. I probably have time for one more song. I'm not gonna lie, my heart is going very fast right now. My heart rate is going crazy. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna do a relaxing song before we taint how you see me forever. Oh my God. Okay. I'm gonna do Guar Plain from Xenoblade Chronicles. It's also very relaxing. Two-Face, yes! Oh, then I can try the electric guitar on that one again. Okay, I'm scared. I'm so nervous. Well, here we go. Last month, for September, you told me that you wanted to see the outtakes from my last video I released on YouTube, which is right there. And it would mean the world to me if you'd sub to it. Oh no. And in this video, I'm trying to move and act in a somewhat seductive manner. And when I nailed it, it looked great. But there is hours and hours of footage where I am so awkward and it is so uncomfortable to watch. I'm just like trying to make poses and trying to make it work, and it does not look good at all. And I edited this myself. I wanted to absolutely die when I was doing it. It was so awful. But I really tried my best to not hide any of the cringe from you. I highlighted all of it. No, I'm about to press play now, Brody. I even included one clip that I really never thought I would ever include, but I can tell I had to. I didn't have a choice. When I saw this clip, I had to do it. So if you don't want to see me as anything other than a a lovely girl that plays the violin. I would recommend leaving for about 3 minutes. But without further ado, oh man. The first part's not cringy, but I know that you would like it. But don't worry, don't be like, she chickened out. The first part's a little wholesome, then it gets pretty awful. Okay. Oh, wait. Wait. Audio. I have to pause this. My face is tingling, which is like my panic attack sign. I'm so nervous. I'm fine, but my face is tingling. Oh, you could hear it? I couldn't hear it. Oh, here we go.
Oh, we're about to start filming the next YouTube video. How exciting. You smell like pee-pee.
I'm just mouthing lyrics, seeing what it would look like. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh.
My lips smashed now! Ah, that looks so bad! Ah. How many takes have I been like that? No. Oh. Oh, no.
So that's what you got. That's officially on the internet. I'm not playing that again. No. Maybe once more today, and then you will not see it ever again. Oh wow, I got a follow after that. You little freak. Thank you, Ash Mantle. I'm sorry, I don't mean that. Oh my god. I don't know if I feel empowered or horrified. I just saw that clip and I was like, I feel like I don't have a choice in this matter. I can't hide this. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed. Did I say that twice? I don't even know. I'm like blacking out right now from panic. Naughty Dog, thank you for 200 bits. Matt, I could see what you were trying to do there. I'll still do the milady. Oh my god. Ah. So, yep, that's who I am. It's probably best that you know now. So if people have left me forever, I understand. That last part. I was probably on hour 3 of editing that video and I found that clip and I was like, oh no. Oh no. Because I knew the power of that clip and I was like, I know I have to do this. I have to. It wasn't up to me. Oh my gosh, my face is tingling and it feels so hot. I'm shocked that I didn't see the view count just immediately like crumble. You guys, I just put a fart that I did on the internet forever. Man, if you told me I would have done that when I first started streaming, I'd be like, no. Is my mom here? Nope. Sweet. All right. Let's move on. How do I move on from this? I feel like I should do an energetic song. Oh, we got Two-Face. That's perfect. Thank you guys for loving me and my gaffes. Thank you, Jesus, for the follow. Thank you. Okay, keep it together. I'm still like in shock that I did that. Oh, Cathedora. You guys are awesome. So we have a request for one of my originals, a rather sassy one. So I think that's probably a good way to transition from such a sassy fart. Two-Face. Here we go. New resub sound alert. Don't get greedy, Beakley. Don't get greedy. I feel like I do that on my gaming channel, maybe. Because on my gaming channel, I have no filter on that channel. I just do what I want. It's very empowering. If you're interested in that channel, it's called Joe Doesn't Play Violin. I can't take the credit for that name. That was all Raisin, who's a genius. Are you proud of me, Raisin, that I did that? Are you proud of me? We do have an audio clip if someone donates on the game channel. That's my cat screaming, which is pretty good. Oh, Mulatto. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Maybe me and Pencils will do something. He's coming over for the show. Okay. I feel like I'm so delirious right now. I'm still like in shock that I did that. I told you guys so Pencil's got me a fart candle where it smells like fart and I haven't lit it because it smells horrible unlit. Tofi, thank you for a resub for 26 months. Thank you. Please let me know if I can play you something to say thank you. But what was I saying? Oh, I will only light that candle if I hit 2,500 subs. Is that unreasonably high? Yes, exactly. Because that candle smelled horrible. Like absolutely terrible. And I can only imagine the pain I'll be in if it's lit. So that's the rules. Oh, ow, shit. Oh, I have a kick drum under here. And the pedal, I bopped for a second and it bounced back and hit me right on my like ankle. That really hurt. Whew. Okay. Let's do it. So I'm still getting used to the new setup that I had to do to incorporate the electric. I have some like plugins that I have to do. And then I have to turn them off for the piano. Okay. So. Yas. Pre-recorded the percussion is actually my washboard. I'll show you the washboard later for any new folks. I'm gonna get the violins on and then add bass and then guitar.
channel for it, and then we'll track bass.
delay wasn't on. I want to see if I like it with delay or not. Yeah, let me redo that. still learning.
The wrong kind of man. I got myself in trouble, so damn gullible, fell right in his hands. He said he'd give me the world if I gave him mine. Stone cold sober, I handed it over, left all else behind. Was it worth it? It's got me feeling so worthless. Not sure how else I can word it, other than to say it straight. Been so caught up with your sorry self, I'd be so much better off wasting my time on anybody else. You said you never loved me and you never will. Well, I don't know who I was talking to or which side of your two-face.
Oh, thank you for a raid.
Each night we go out and put on quite a show. I gotta be his fancy new arm candy. Little did I know the whole act wouldn't last. In fact, it would fall apart. There was so much more behind closed doors, I just couldn't see that far. Was it worth it? It's got me feeling so worthless. Not sure how else I can word it, other than to say it straight. You're two-faced, how could someone like me? I've been so caught up with your sorry self. I'd be so much better off wasting my time on anybody else. You said you never loved me and you never will. Well, I don't know who I was talking to or which side of your two-face. Was it worth it? It's got me feeling so worthless. Not sure how else I can word it, other than to say it straight. You're two-faced, how could someone like me? I've been so caught up with your sorry self. I'd be so much better off wasting my time on anybody else. You said you never loved me and you never will. Well, I don't know who I was talking to or which side of your two-face.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Just Another Flautist, for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. And please let me know if there's something that I could play for you. I would absolutely love to. Let's see. I want to first put on a bit of music and then make sure I give you a follow so I can check you out sometime. It's so funny. After showing the blooper video and then jumping right into that one in particular, my head went in a couple different directions. Thank you guys. Mainly because that particular song, it's obviously not hidden that there's a lot of anger in it and a lot of pain. And it's been a topic that has been talked about a bit more lately. So I feel like it's a good time to just say, if you're in a bad situation, get out of it. I wrote that song about an abusive relationship that I was in. And so, for anyone that feels like they're ever in a situation like that, talk to people that you know you can actually spell the whole situation to out, listen to them, and have them help you get out of it. Because you deserve better than that. So, just throwing that out there. There's resources. Also, I loved that our first troll for today was trying to get me upset when we were doing the blooper reel. And they're like, you should put on makeup. And I was like, dude, I'm about to show a video of myself farting. Clearly you have no idea of how not this channel that is. Like, don't worry about it. If you think that's gonna get me, I'm about to get you. Hello for BB, how are you? This channel is like a live stream antidepressant. Come on now, girl. Thank you. I really love music and I love Twitch. I love doing this so much and I am grateful for it every day. So thank you guys for giving me a place to do my favorite thing ever. I feel like I should do another loop. And just to make extraordinarily clear, now that I'm out of that situation, that was actually a long time ago, I feel really good lately. I feel like I've walked out of hard things much stronger, and I can feel that my confidence is getting better every day, and yeah, I feel like there's a lot of really good stuff happening right now. And you guys are a part of a lot of that, so thank you. I feel like I should do a song I haven't done for a bit. I think I'm gonna try and do Old Town. Thank you for the follows, by the way, from Hyperdreamer, Colabro, and Rageous. Thank you. Oh, the last bit of coffee. I think, okay. I gotta remind myself how to do this one. I think the hard part for this one with me is getting the piano nice and synced. So I'm gonna try and get the piano part first, I think. Naughty Dog, thank you. I'm happy you found the channel too and decided to give this silly Tennessee girl a chance. I grew up outside of Boston, but I live in Nashville now. Piano. Let's see what I got here. Nothing? Oh. Oh wait. Yeah, why is it nothing? Oh, that's why. I do pre-record some layers on my loops for some of them to help things move along. I grew up in a small town called Canton, Massachusetts. It's southeast of Boston, like 20 minutes south, 15 south. Where is LMNO? Here it is. I've got to slow down. Oh, you know Canton. I go there most weekends. We have wonderful walking trails for the Audubon. And I think we have like one of the biggest graveyards in like the country or something. Not as I guess fun of a tourist attraction, but it is there. So do what you will with that information. Damn it, I was doing so good. Okay, I can do this. I believe in myself. I got in my head about it. I need to practice that one section. My apologies, everybody. So we got the G. F sharp and A. Remember F sharp and A, and you'll get it. There it is. Let's add bass next. step strings. Pedal 1, 2. Tambourine. Ready. Girls are fun, she broke the rules, she hurt him hard. This time he will break down. She broke his stars, so she must know all his laws. The system has broke down. Romance has broke down. This boy is cracking up. This boy is broken down. This boy is cracking up. This boy has broke down. She plays it hard, she plays it tough. But that's enough when love is over. She broke his heart and that is rough. But in the end he'll soon recover. The romance is over. This boy is cracking up. This boy is broken down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This boy is cracking up. This boy has broke down. I've been spending my time in the old hometown. I sure miss you, honey, now that you're not around. I've been wasting my time in the old hometown. I sure miss you, honey, now that you're not around. Not around this old town. This boy is cracking up. This boy is broken down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This boy is cracking up. This boy has broke down. up there. I feel like my mixing's getting a little bit better. I got shy with the tambo though. Also, Hunt Beer. Yes, I already did play the blooper reel. Didn't you get to see it on my game stream though? Because I've technically played it twice now. But maybe if I make some sort of incentive, maybe we'll play it once more again today. Like, I think I'll stick with if we get a level 5 hype train, I will show it again. But otherwise, after today, baby, that ain't being seen. I made that special just for you guys. Actually, for the real Ancient Man, I think we are streaming it with Pencil's help, I think. Is that right? I guess I should have asked you that privately instead of just like right now in chat. Sunya, welcome. How are you? It's nice to see you. Let's see. It's going to be Saturday evening. I believe the music and performances start at 8 p.m. We have an opening band, and then we'll be on after that. I think music is one of the most powerful ways to share a real emotion, and I applaud you for your passion, vulnerability, and courage to stream your real-time creative process and to connect with all of us. Oh man, Naughty Dog, you know how to just grip a heart. Thank you so much. That's really, really kind to say. I appreciate it. For Waltzosaurus, I think that the electric guitar is going okay. I've played it twice today so far, and I feel like it's already getting a bit smoother, so that's good. I'm excited to see how it develops as I continue to get more comfortable with it. Thank you, Sunya. I appreciate that. Are you doing well? I hope so. Pia, welcome. How are you? But yeah, one of my passions with streaming that I didn't really realize until I started to do it more actively and consistently is I really like that connection and with vulnerability that I get to make with you guys. Like I like being very open with you and talking to you about everything that's kind of going on, and I hope that by me doing that, for some it might make the idea of creating music to seem a little more possible and like appealing, because if you see me struggle through it sometimes or talk through my process, then it might give you the incentive to maybe try and make something yourself. But also just talking to you. I like talking to you about everything, kind of what's going on in my head. Ambu, welcome. Captain Toby, how are you? Thank you for Mac Montague for the follow. I appreciate you very much. You've made the idea of creating music possible for me. Tripwire, who has been a musician for like 30 years and never tried to create before. That is also giving me emotion, so stop it. But thank you. Do you have difficulty falling asleep for Captain? Psycho, you're awesome. Let's see. I'm working, so I'm mostly lurking. Well, I love my lurkers just as much as the most active people in chat. So, I've been going now for about 2 hours, 20 minutes. I'm feeling great, but I am going to take a really quick break, just use the restroom. I might put on a fresh pot of coffee. I don't know if I have time, but since I showed you the blooper reel, for those who haven't seen the video yet that the good takes were used in, I'm going to play that now. It would mean the world to me if you would consider subbing to my YouTube channel. It's called Joe Cleary, spelled like that. And yeah, fresh pots. Band practice is until 5 p.m., so I'm good to go. Yeah. But I'm going to show you the video now, and I will be back right at the end of it.
guitar plays, the glides are moving. Oh, looking for a new place to drive. You sit beside me, so newly charming. Sweat and dewdrops glisten fresh in your sight, and the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. And the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. Say, blue silver. Way down the lane away, living for another day. The aphids on the bend, drifting haze. Swim seagull in the sky towards that hollow western night. My envied lady holds you fast in her gaze, and the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. And the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. Say, blue silver. Say, blue silver. And watching lovers part, I feel you smiling. Where glass splinters lie so deep in your mind, to tear out from your eyes with a thought to stiffen brooding lies. I'll only watch you leave me further behind. And the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. And the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. And the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart. And the sun looks down, letting everything behind. The front of your dress all shadowy line, and the droning engine thaws in time with your beating heart.
No, 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 no. The blooper reel was about to play again. No. That was such immediate panic on my end. Goodness. I just freaked out. I said, you know, I'll play it again, but we need to hit a level 5 hype train in order for that to happen. So, oh, sorry, that was loud. So, yeah, you know. Let's see. Do you guys want me to do video game music or loops now? I'm kind of on the fence. Such pure terror. I did have enough time to put on a pot of coffee, fresh pots, but I'm gonna run downstairs at some point just to fill up a cup real quick. I didn't want to cut it too close. Matt, thank you for gifting a sub to level 5 hype train. That doesn't count as a level 5 hype train. I want you to just make sure that's completely, you know, heard. Sorry, I thought my computer froze for a second, but I think everything's still going. Oops. I did get the fancy Google Fiber, but I will say when the Google Fiber goes out, it like goes out. Shoot, my computer did freeze. I'm just opening up mod chat to see if everything's still going. Okay, I didn't get any message saying that I lost internet. I hope that's not the case. Wait. Is there anything I can exit out of? Sorry, everybody. Looks like the whole page froze, so I'm just gonna exit out of it. Oh, okay. Okay, things are slowly but surely coming back. I probably should have just grabbed the coffee in that time. That would have been smart. Connecting to chat. The soundtrack kind of makes me think of, have you guys ever watched that cartoon show, Chowder? It was on Cartoon Network. Not that long. Why am I saying not that long ago? It was kind of long ago. Like 10 years ago? But it was a super cool show and the whole soundtrack was like funk music like this. It was super cool. You know, I used to be someone that only drank black coffee, but now I really like just a bit of sugar and a bit of almond milk in it. Oh, looks like gamer music won. We can do video game music. Rada, 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 rada. That was my favorite character. Rada, rada, rada. I remember trying to find the people who wrote the soundtrack to it because I wanted to like find their music so I could listen to it, but it was so cool. How about I'll leave the poll wow, the poll is actually 15 to 14, very close. I'm gonna grab my coffee now, and when I come up I will play. It's tied. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna fill up my cup of coffee real quick, and I'm gonna leave the poll up so that you guys can decide. I won't put on the be right back screen so that you can still see the results in chat. Oh, gamer music won. I still want to get the coffee though. I'll be right back. I want coffee. I'm gonna get coffee. Fresh pots. I got it.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, everybody. Oh, this music is from a game called, I think it's called The Blob. But the whole thing I thought was pretty fun. I forgot I had this particular playlist. Doggone Rompus next. Ooh. Alright, so game music 1. So what video game music do I want to do? I mean, this is kind of jazzy. Maybe I'll go for more of a jazzy kind of piece. Hey, Fridag, how are you? Continue your lurk. Hello, enjoy your lurk. Thank you for being here. This song is super fun. It's called Bind and Divide from Bravely Default 2. I think it has good energy to it that will kind of match what's going on now. I like how I had to do a dance with that. I want to sip this, but I feel like it's going to be too hot. Yeah, that's going to be too hot. Oh, and then I will do our priority requests. I'm very sorry I just saw that. After this, I will do Flames Grace for Tofi, and then Go to Sleep Little Baby for Dr. Han. Oh, 2 tracks at the same time is not a good sound. Here we go. I wasn't ready, I apologize. Here we go. not too shabby. That part at the ending used to really scare me, but I've gotten a bit more comfortable with it now. Priority requests. And you asked for a beautiful song from Octopath Traveler. I'm excited to revisit this one. It used to be one where I would approach it too cautiously in the beginning. And I'm making sure before I go in for this particular run through that I just remind myself to go for confidence, go for that full bow. Oh, I passed Octopath Traveler. Here it is. Let's see. I think it's there. For anyone who has a beverage, cheers. Thank you so much again for spending time with me and letting me just sincerely be myself. I opened up today about very personal things, and I also did some very silly things, and it's nice to see that, I guess neither of which scared anybody away, it seems. Pencil, seeing the Cheers thing with soup makes me think that you mix like chicken broth with beer, and it's so gross to think about. I know you're not doing that, but... Oh, that's the perfect temperature, so it's only going to get worse now. Oh, that's perfect. Well, maybe you should put some coffee in there, Pencils. Fresh pots. Ooh, that's good. I got a new bag of beans I haven't tried before. I said earlier, but I live within walking distance of a coffee shop. I woke up this morning, had no more coffee. And I'm one of those people, I feel like it's annoying to say, but being like, I can't start my day without my coffee. So put on the shoes, went for a little walk outside. It is a beautiful fall day here in Nashville. It's kind of like, like kind of a darker overcast day, but it's just making the leaves all bounce up, and it's really, really pretty. So I got their local suggestion. It's quite good. Okay, I can do this. Confidence. For Raisin, that visual is so strong now in my head. But honestly, whenever I played through this before, it made me think more of it makes me think of that theme that's like bum 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 where the guy's running on the beach. Like it makes me think of the Olympics. I don't know why. I think just like that singular melody being played on the piano, I guess. Chariots of Fire. Thank you, Naughty Dog. Now, go to sleep, little baby. It's funny because this one was very easy for me to do on my loop pedal, but at the beginning of this year, I switched over to looping on Ableton, which is very different. I think I'll use Metronome maybe. It's gonna be so quiet that I hope it doesn't get picked up. So I guess it is in 4/4. Like I never even thought of it having a time signature. Oh man. Hey, have you practiced your face painting for your Halloween costume yet? I'm expecting great things. Thank you, Hoagie Man, for gifting 3 subs. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. Not yet. I'm very curious. Very curious. Go to sleep, little babe. Mama's gonna wait and dad's gonna stay down. I think I'm just gonna hold it in my hand. So I'm gonna feel that as I'm doing this and just figure it out as I go. Why did I drink coffee mid-sentence? That was so awkward and strange. I guess I just really wanted it. All right, let's try it. I wasn't even recording. Oh, this feels very awkward with the metronome. I guess I only really need the downbeat, so that should be okay. Okay. Oh, we're not synced up. Ah! Let me link it here. Play a metronome, hand trombone. Shoot. Okay. Here we go. 1. Go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, little baby. You and me and the devil makes 3. Don't need no other baby. You go to sleep. Oh, damn it. I gotta redo that. I got too excited. Okay. Gotta do the high vocal.
Go to sleep, little babe. Go to sleep, little babe.
Sorry guys, I need the lyrics. I haven't done this in so long, and I can't find them. Here we go.
Go to sleep, little babe. Go to sleep, little babe. Your mama's gone away and your dad's gonna say, don't leave nobody but the baby. Go to sleep, little babe. Go to sleep, little babe. Everybody's gone and the cotton and the corn. Don't leave nobody but the baby. You're a sweet little baby. You're a sweet little baby. Honey and the rock and the sugar don't stop. Gonna bring that bottle to the baby. Don't you weep, pretty babe. Don't you weep, pretty babe. She's long gone with the red shoes on. Don't need no other loving baby. Go to sleep, little babe. Go to sleep, little babe. You and me and the devil makes three. Don't need no other baby.
Oh, there we go. I got a little flustered there for a moment. I'm trying, I know it might not seem that way, I'm trying not to apologize on stream anymore because I know it drives some of y'all nuts. It's just because I get nervous still. I've been doing this for like a little over 3 years now, but I still get so nervous. I just want to do a good job, you know? Let's see. Thank you for Super for the follow. I really appreciate it. Just a shout out to Joe in chat to thank you for all the warm welcome and the great vibe today. I'm so super happy that you found the stream for Naughty Dog. Thank you for subbing and the gift sub that you did as well. I really, really appreciate it. Most Canadian sentence ever? Did I say sorry? Is that how they do it? Sorry. Oh, sure. Just offend every... hey! We just got a raid! Nick Black, what's up? Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? And please let me know if I can do something for you. Make sure for anyone that hasn't already done so as well to make sure to go over and check out Nick. What were you up to today? For here, we've been pretty chill today. For the raiders, hi, my name's Joe. I do loops and sing on top of them of various covers, and I also do video game music where I play over tracks. So I was thinking I was about to do a track one now, if that's okay. And then if maybe people want to hear something else, just let me know. Good times making a Halloween song. Honestly, do you have anything from Zelda? Do I have anything from Zelda? Which one do you want? I have a lot of Zelda. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. Oh, Rose, what's up? You missed it. I actually just did Go to Sleep, Little Baby for the first time in like forever. How are you? Let's see here. I was just listing off the Zelda stuff I have, yeah. But yeah, I have most of the Zelda games. Not as many of the like Game Boy versions yet, but I will. Sarah Spencer, thank you for the follow. Well, I guess I'll just pick one. How about we do... selfishly one of my favorites. Windfall Island from Wind Waker. This song is just so happy sounding and it makes me so happy. I gotta save the track we're listening to now. This is so cute. I think it's Octopath Traveler still. I'm gonna have to learn this one. Alright, cool. I made a point to like that so that I can get back to it. This particular rendition I play over is done by an amazing remixer by the name of Juke Remix. I think this is the third song I've played over of theirs today. But check out their YouTube channel, they're awesome. Also, Daniel, thank you for the dono for the new electric guitar fund. Thank you very much. All right, let's do it. When I used to play that piece, those first series of notes were very pitchy. I'm really happy to see some of the progress I've made is they're much more in tune now, thank goodness. I used to be terrified to go high up on the violin neck. I would be so nervous. Nick, thank you. Let's see. Is that Baloo singing on top? No, that would sound very different. Baloo's my cat. He likes to scream in the hallway outside the stream room sometimes. I kind of want to make a loop now of let's do Dragon Roost Island. I haven't looped that in so long, I feel like. Thank you again for the raid, Nick. Your dog when I practice the sax. Do you think it's because they don't like it or they're just trying to sing along? I have an itch. Cool. My cat is definitely not singing along. He hates the violin. Oh, for Nick, that's actually really good to know. I'm just starting to get more into the electronic side of it. Like I got these drum touchpads. So I'm trying to like dip my toes into the lo-fi world. Maybe after this one I'll do a improv loop and try and make something kind of vibey and chill. They're just hoarding that big strange stick to yourself, not playing fetch. Oh, you mean the saxophone? I was like, what? I don't need a capo. What am I doing? But I do need metronome. When I do a loop from scratch, I use my vibrating metronome just to make sure everything's in time. And with Bluetooth, I sync it up to Ableton so it's nice and clean. So this is in 3/4. I think this is a good tempo. Just setting up a couple more things and then we'll do it. I love that track. Metronome. Could be a bit faster. 1, 2, 3. I think that will be good. I gotta check if I fix that. Why is this not adding up? Sorry, everybody. The project is in 3/4. So that should... it didn't start on the downbeat for some reason. My bad. I guess I just have to redo it. Ableton can be really tricky with 3/4 and 6/8 with timing on the entrance, so I see what I did. It's not synced up to Ableton, that's why. Okay, now it should be good. My bad. Shoot, I need coffee. I made it a major chord. It should have been minor. Okay. It's not a major song. Wrong. Correct. That is correct. There we go. Hey, Creative Alias. Good over here. How are you doing? I want to do the melody on guitar. I'll just do it on the violin. It's not ready today. And that's okay. Oh, accordion, too. Forgot. No. I want to redo that. The beginning's a little rough. So, thank you, Schnaf. That helped me actually get it. How are you doing? It's good to see you. talked to you for a bit. Thank you for the rain. How are you? I wanted to see if I could try and make a lo-fi kind of vibe with this, which is why it's a bit slow. But we'll see what happens. I'm very new to this, so please don't hate me. I mean, if anyone here isn't already following Will, do that. He's awesome. He's one of my favorites. An amazing electric guitarist with a massive song list. And other guitarist extraordinaires also in chat, Schnaff. Make sure to check him out as well. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Okay, I can do it. Should I add like keys or something? We gotta have these. The best instrument. Oh god. Yeah, that means I have to play the electric. Oh, I'm still so scared of it though. But yeah, for Will, I'm gonna try. I want to add a bass line, I think, first. You guys are all so nice. I was like freaking out about it yesterday, so stressed. Yeah, Will! Okay, bass line. Okay, I need a new track. So this is G. Oh. Kind of playing it safe, but it will work, so I'm gonna do that. Oh, it started a measure late? I think I can fix that. I'm making sure it's right. Okay. Alright, I can do this. Let's get the guitar. Oh, I didn't plug it in. That would help. Found it. Thank you for the follows, Not French and Night Switch or Night Witch rather. Thank you guys. Think of an idea and just commit to it. And we already have the melody, so just do structure. Try again. Okay. Be brave. It works, right? I was holding my breath like the whole time. Oh, but I'm getting Getting a little more confident. Well, thank you. I don't know about none of that, though. Yes, I know that, like, I have a lot of experience with, oh yeah, breathe. I have a lot of experience with acoustic guitar and finger picking, but I know that with electric, it's a lot more about, like, you know, not necessarily hitting all the strings at all the same time, just focusing on like 2 or 3, and really letting the notes ring out because they can ring out on that one. But I'm actually pretty happy with how that came out. I like the lo-fi vibe. I gotta commission someone to make the lo-fi girl, but me, and with like blue in the back. I have thought about that, Will, but I guess I was way worried about like a real guitarist coming in and being like, "You're not even doing it right." But if I get Will's permission, then I feel like that means I'm good to go. Oh, I feel so much better now that I tried. So maybe I'll go from that to do like an improv loop. Of course, Will, if there's something I can play for you, please let me know. Do you know like the band Keen? It's familiar, but not familiar with the music, just the name, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Fredster, thank you for the bits. And thank you everyone for just being so nice and supportive. I still remember when I, you know, tried to even sing for the first time on stream, so it's pretty cool that I've gotten to this point where I'm willing to try something like that. I was really hard on myself yesterday, but I'm feeling a lot better about where it's going to be going. Oh my god, I love McFly. I was talking to Will about that. McFly was like my middle school everything. They're like, I love McFly. But since they're a British band, I asked Will about it, and he was like, McFly. I'm like, what? I love them. I was so in love with them. Can I get Tifa's theme? I already did that one today. Is there a chance I could do a different Final Fantasy VII one for you? You said something along the lines of something. You got mad because I wouldn't introduce you. Oh, yeah, that was it. I was like, introduce me to McFly. Oh, I'm a little nightmare, aren't I? I think it was because when I was like a little girl, my full name is Joanna, and I haven't met or seen a lot of other Joannas. And they wrote a song called Little Joanna, and the first line is Little Joanna's got big blue eyes, and I was like, it's about me. Oh my gosh. And you know I freaking listen to that song nonstop. I freaking burned through that song. You thought it was Jonathan? No, my name's Joanna. It's kind of funny though. I feel like when it comes to people saying my full name, it feels like a very intimate thing to me. Like only like my family or like a partner would do. So when someone else calls me Joanna, I'm like, oh my god, I barely know you. Let's see. Yeah, oh my god, Naughty Dog! That's the song! That's the Joanna song. Oh my god, I'm like blushing just thinking about it. Definitely gonna listen to that after this. Hell yeah. How about, since I already did Tifa's theme, why don't I do Aerith's theme? I hope that's okay with you, Will. Just imagine you seething over your computer, just so upset. Like, that bitch. Yeah, Pencils is making his Halloween costume. He is my band Fable Cry. We have our big Halloween show this Saturday, which I'm so excited about. Thank you, Will. I've been really pushing myself lately to like play with less reverb for the violin, which makes me feel very exposed, obviously, but I feel like if I'm spending so much time playing music here on stream, which is what I want to do, to be very clear, that I should be trying to make it as much of like a practice moment as possible. And I know if I turn that down, it's going to really force me to think about my expression and how my tone is and things like that. I see, Hoagie Man, that you put in a request. I still have... Butronome? What? Butronome went somewhere. Not entirely sure where. For anyone who's new, by the way, hi, I'm Joe. I play video game music and I make loops and sing on top of them. And I hope you're having a nice day. Oh, Will, one more thing. I don't know if you knew. One of my September goals that we made was that I'll do a cosplay. And I let chat decide what the cosplay was. Do you know what it is? I could go for a topper off my coffee, which would be nice. I'll do this one first, though. Is Kimari the lion from Final Fantasy X? Or no, Kimari's the one in 7? Oh no, yeah, it is Final Fantasy X. I mean, I would look pretty hot, but I think it's just a little too skimpy of an outfit. What was the... So, I obviously supervised, because there was some options that were put in there where I was like, that's not happening. But the final options were Tifa, Sephiroth. I can't remember the other two. Let me know if anyone in chat remembers, so I can't remember. Those were the top 2, though. It was really, really close. I mean, I'll probably do Tifa at some point. Dr. Eggman, yeah, that was what Pencil suggested, and I was like, that's not happening. I'm not gonna be Dr. Eggman from Sonic. No way. At some point, I actually have a Sailor Neptune thing underway, but that's gonna take a while. Okay, so Hoagie asked for Ori. And this particular one is actually gonna be a recording by a fellow streamer who I did a collab with a long time ago. Like right when I started streaming, really. But his channel is 88-bit music, so if you like what you hear, make sure to go over there, give him some love. Let's see. So I'm gonna do this one, and then I'm gonna fill up my coffee cup, and then let's try and do an improv jam. I think that would be fun. Learning all the Knuckles raps? Well, next time I raid you, I know what I'm asking for. Okay. I hope I do a good job. I kind of wish I had a bit more pressure on those notes. I feel like it felt a little tinny on my part. Next time I'll make sure to like dig into it, I think, a bit more than how I did. Cool. Playing along with piano makes me want to do one more piano song, if that's okay. I want to do Howl's Moving Castle. This one's really a tricky one, but it's super fun, and I really like it. Let's see. Merry-Go-Round of Life. I know I've been going for a while today. Mods, are you all doing okay? Just want to make sure I'm not pushing it too much. I'm having a really nice time, so I just kind of want to keep going a bit. That coffee, you know? So for this piano performance, this actually features a wonderful YouTube pianist. Their channel's name is Paradise, except instead of an I, just put a number 1, and you'll find them. I'm excited. Bye, Daniel. Thanks for the donut. Oh, that made me very happy. When I first started that high section, I was like, uh-oh, I don't know if I can fix this intonation. But it got there in the end. Also pencils, I'm sure it will turn up. Thank you very much for I'm Nestor G for a brand new sub. Thank you so much. Please let me know if there's something I could play for you. For Ekthras, welcome. Such a lovely entrance. Let's see. I want to do One Summer's Day real quick, just because I have it in front of me. And I actually think that I am going to make this my last song today. I'd like to keep going, but I have a band rehearsal in like an hour and a half. So I want to make sure I, make time to fill up my tummy, get some good foods, give some Baloo attention. Oh, Callie, why'd you change your name? Were you just feeling like you needed a change? But for everybody who supported my my blooper reel today, I hope you got a laugh out of it. Even though it made me so embarrassed, it was fun to be able to do that for you guys, and I hope that I didn't let you down with it. I really tried to highlight the cringiest moments. Let's see. Didn't laugh at all? Yeah. I was dying. Oh my God. So embarrassing. But thank you everybody for all the love and the support today. I really appreciate it. I have 2 streams left this week. I will be doing a night stream tomorrow, probably starting around 6:30. I teach tomorrow, so I'm just going to go on after I teach and have dinner real quick. Nice. And then I'm going to do a shorter stream Thursday morning. I might start even earlier than 11, maybe like 10:30. Just to do a little bit of playing to help me kind of zen out before the big show this weekend. But I am so grateful that everyone is just so kind and supportive, and thank you for giving me a place to do my favorite thing in the world. It means everything to me. So thank you very much. Let's take a look at who we should be raiding. Let's see. I'm just doing a quick little looky-loo. And then I'm going to finish up today with One Summer's Day. Let's see. I'm always so good at having background music on, except when I decide who to raid, and then it's like a long, very tough decision for me. Oh, let's get friend of the channel, Dr. Rollison. Yes. I got to meet him at TwitchCon, and he was absolutely lovely. We actually got to play a little bit of music together, Justin, but he's a really great guy, and I really enjoyed getting to know him. Let's do it. Yes, it will be on Andrew's channel. yeah. Definitely familiar with Zappa, not Bozio. Man, I got wrapped up in trying to think about like the dynamics and like the emotion I wanted to get that I totally lost my place for a second. Otherwise, that felt pretty good. Oh, with Damu, if you're new to violin, I highly recommend. It's not as exciting, but what you want to do is start by just playing open strings using the whole entire bow and staying parallel to your bridge. Just practice that, making sure they're all the same volume, the same size. And if you watch yourself in the mirror, it makes it a lot easier as well. Okay, we are gonna raid Dr. Olafson. Thank you very, very much, everybody. I've had a really great time today. It wasn't very well hidden, but yesterday I was having kind of a hard time on stream. Just being scared about trying something new, and I really appreciate not only the love and support today, but also through yesterday when I was being a little scared girl. But I'm gonna get braver, I'm gonna get gutsier, and I'm gonna keep trying. My next stream, like I said, is gonna be tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. probably. That one's a little more up in the air. It's my teaching day, so I gotta, obviously prioritize that. But yeah, other than that, we'll have our Thursday morning stream, and then I'll have my big show this weekend. Thank you again, everybody. Please say something nice to yourself today. I'm trying to do the same, and I will see you whenever you might want to come back. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.